right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening and learning and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Quadash. And it's going to be a super quick one. I'm sure you probably heard about this. I actually heard about this like maybe last week or the week before, about an $18 Big Mac in Connecticut, I believe it was. And I meant to do a lesson on it. I meant to speak on it, but it slipped my mind. And then in my news feed, I saw this, and it, brought it back to mind. And one of my favorite scriptures came to mind, so I said, let me do a quick little lesson. Adawan again, Adawan Ratazah, to be edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the elect. So again, this is from the New York Post, and it reads, $16 McDonald's. Well, we shouldn't even be eating. First and foremost, let me put the disclaimer out there. You shouldn't be eating this garbage anyway. This is poison, all right? I mean, even though the scripture said we shall drink poison and live, we shall eat defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. This is beyond poison. This is straight up garbage. So we try to eat the best of the worst, if that makes sense. We try to eat the best, even though we in captivity. We in hell. We under the thumb of our oppressor, Esau, Edom, this damn devil that has defiled the earth. Genetically modified the foods, poison, putting all type of chemicals in the foods. Again, we try to do the best we can with what we can. And this McDonald's, Burger King, fast food is definitely the bottom of the barrel. You should at all costs try to avoid eating that poison, okay? So, and just throwing that quick disclaimer out there. So I don't even know, like I haven't been to McDonald's in years, so I don't really know the prices of things, but anyway, again, the article is entitled $16 McDonald's meal leaves fans fuming, beloved fast food chain no longer affordable. All right, so let's read some of this. I want to install this, Salakia. It says it was it was a not so happy meal. Yeah, you paying $16 for garbage, straight poison, straight chemicals, and you're gonna be hungry, 10 minutes later, because you're not being real food. Is gonna sustain you because it has nutrients in it, vitamins and minerals. When you eat fast food, McDonald's, prime example, that's straight chemicals, man. So it says it was not and then you're gonna pay $16 for it, damn near $20 for a meal. That's crazy, but that's the times that we're living in, and you ain't seen nothing yet. It says it was a not so happy meal, as enraged McDonald's customers says the fast food franchise is no longer affordable for ordinary Americans, calling the company's contemporary prices crazy. It says, so I get there's a labor shortage. I get there's Salakia. So I get there's a labor shortage. I get there's a wage increase. I get there's wage increases and a number of other things. Idaho man Christopher Olive began in a viral TikTok clip, which has recently resurfaced. But $16 for a burger, a large fry, and a drink? It's just crazy. The flabbergasted content creator complained, panning to his itemized receipt from a McDonald's restaurant in the city of Post Falls. Matter of fact, I remember one of my coworkers was complaining about how they had went up on the price. You got company meetings and shit. He came in a little bit late, and he was complaining about how the menu had went up. I think he said like 10% at the time. So it gradually things are getting worse. Inflation is setting in, which, like the elder apostles always say, are going to eventually lead to hyperinflation. you know, because the money's being devalued. The money's losing its value. The money is not worth its weight. It says, but $16 for a burger, a large fry, and a drink. It's just crazy. The flabbergasted content creator complained, panning to his itemized receipt from a McDonald's restaurant in City Post Falls. The video was originally posted on social media last December. Wow, that was way back that was last year, but has now gone viral again after McDonald's recently reported an increase in revenue directly influenced by a strategic, it was all planned, by a strategic hike in menu prices. That's what my coworker was complaining about. It says in the comment section of in the comic section of Salak, where the hell did it go? In the comment section of Olive's viewers voiced their frustration with the price of fast food. It's officially not convenient or affordable anymore, one moaned. Companies know they can get these prices now, so they'll never go back. A second commiserated, saying the glory days of cheap fast food were over. And you can see a picture there, $16.10 for a Big Mac meal, right? It says, however, the others left comments in defense of McDonald's, telling Olive he ordered a premium burger and could have secured a different meal for a lower price. Bro ordered the most expensive meal they have and acted surprised, one defender declared. You sound like those boomers that complained about $5 popcorn, another sniped. Majority of people are not living in reality. They're not seeing the big picture. They're not, they're completely oblivious to what's coming. A handful of people are starting to wake up to reality, but the majority of these people are still in la la land, However, Olive isn't the only one to go viral about the cost of McDonald's meals. In March, a Connecticut, that's the one I heard about. I thought they said it was $18, but this is the one I heard about. In March, a Connecticut content creator voiced his outrage for the $16.89 Big Mac combo meal at the fast food joint in a viral clip. And then you can see the receipt. All right. Y'all remember them stimulus checks they gave out? Thought you was getting away with the stimulus money, huh? He quipped, they want it back. Well, really, Esau's bringing a squeeze. Pressure from above, pressure from below. He's gradually squeezing you on all sides. And he ain't even begun to squeeze you yet. Order out of chaos, That's pretty much the point. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure you heard about it. I just wanted to chime in real quick. And because I meant to speak on it before, but it slipped my mind. But this is one of my favorite scriptures, and the whole chapter is good, of course. We in these times, 2nd Esdras 15, 2nd Esdras 16, but I'm going to get straight to the point, Start at 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Showing you reincarnation, because this was Ezra speaking, after he was shown the vision of these times. Okay, the last days which we're living in. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, the third's woe. We're at the door of all hell breaking loose, right? And Ezra understood that he was going to be back in his lot. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. We come back in our lot. Daniel, Yahushua told Daniel, I think that's the end of Daniel chapter 12, he was going to stand in his lot again in the end. He told John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos that he would prophesy again against great kingdoms. Okay? So Ezra understood that he would be back in these latter times. And he saw how horrific the times were. Okay? As it's going to say, the beginning of sorrows. We're just in the beginning. You ain't seen nothing yet. People are already losing it, and nothing's happening yet. Wait till all hell breaks loose. The society completely collapses, which again is all by design, Then you can scream bloody hell, but you ain't seen nothing yet. What does it say in Revelation? I can't remember off the top, but a penny for barley of wheat. That's a time that we're coming into. It's going to take a full day's wage of work to buy a loaf of bread. Because what, we're entering into the times of famine, of hyperinflation, scarcity of goods, It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The only one that can deliver us is Yahweh Bashim Haoshai. You're going to have that Thawa around you in the times to come. You're going to have that spiritual marker upon you, causing you to be exempt from judgment. Everybody else, man, you in for a bad case. You finna be in a pitiful case, okay? The ones of you that are, misusing the Lord, It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Famine is coming, a famine, a dearth, a famine is coming in the land, whether it be man-made or whatever. A famine is coming, not to mention the famine of the word, but, also an actual famine is coming in the land. And a famine is going to cause what? Prices to skyrocket even more. Supply and demand. You learn that in economics. If food is scarce, the price of food is going to go through the roof. Okay? Cannibalism, that's coming back in a big way. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. So again, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Isaiah 66:16, the slain of the Lord shall be many. A lot of people about to die in the times to come. The beginning of wars, that's what we say. We're at the beginning of wars and rumors of wars. The actual third world's war, the third woe, second woe past, third woe coming quickly. But you're going to have civil wars, race wars, class wars, domestic violence. That's the times that we're heading into. Evil times, perilous times. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, bad times, ill times. What shall I do when these evils come? Only thing you could do is trust in Yahweh Bashim Haoshai. The just shall live by faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. Okay? It says, behold, famine and plague. This is the main point. Behold, famine of 19 to 21 is the main point. Behold means look. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. These plagues, these bad times, all this judgment that's pouring out in the earth, it's for you to amend your ways, for you to consider, for you to turn back to your power, right? But only a remnant is going to return, the elect. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. You see, they still scoffing. You got people actually starting to wake up to reality and tweeting about it and turning to social media about it, and crying and, crying out about it, speaking out on these things. And you still got these, like Elder Apostle Rakal calls them, these dildo brains, these GMO babies, these simple ass people in this world. They still scoffing and scorning, making excuses, justifying the times that we're living in, completely turning a blind eye to it. Head shoved in the sand, But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. They're not considering. They're not adding everything up. Everything is coming to a head, It's this. We in the time of a big ass powder keg, and it's about to explode. But ain't nobody considering. Only the elect. They not watching. They not looking around. They're not being circumspect. Behold, victuals. This is one of my favorite parts. Behold, victuals. Victuals are foods, goods. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. That's the times we were. You had something called a dollar menu. That's a thing of the past, man. Victuals are no longer cheap in the earth. Even but then you got to think about it. Even when I can understand you thinking everything is gonna be all right when victuals are cheap in the earth, But it's not so no more. Everybody complaining about, going to the grocery store. Everybody complaining about inflation, and they still not considering. They're going to realize when all hell break loose and the doors of mercy are slammed shut, but it's going to be too late. So it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what's been happening. Because it doesn't just happen overnight. Things gradually happen, and then, things have been Esau deals with gradualism. Gradually, everything has been going up. Everything has been gotten worse. Gradually, he's been laying more and more people off. Gradually, but it's starting to tally up. It's starting to take its toll. Okay, And again, this bubble, this powder keg, it's about to burst. The breaches are about to be overflown. But it's going to be too late for a lot of you. Because Yahweh Shai is going to withdraw his men. He's going to take his spirit back. And it's only going to be upon those who he deems to have mercy upon. And he's going to pour out the spirit of judgment, which it's already out there. But it's going to turn up 100-fold. Okay? The love of many is about to wax cold. It's waxing cold as we speak. As the scripture said, they're going to destroy each other for fear and great tribulation and for the lack of bread. He coming into horrific times, man. And it's going to catch a lot of you. It's going to smack a lot of you in the face. Because you refuse to take heed. You refuse to wake up out of that damn sleep. You refuse to unplug from the matrix. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. And that's a horrible way to die, man. But a lot of you going to starve to death. That's why cannibalism is going to come back in a big way. As the scriptures say, they that be slain with the sword are better than them that pine away. Roughly paraphrasing. It's a horrible thing to watch your body waste away and eat itself, cannibalize itself. That's a horrible death. But all these things were prepared for the wicked. Okay? So it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? And the whole thing is good, but that's the point. Okay? Because that's what's coming. Evil times. Like I said, straight, quick and to the point, man. We not in the time of victuals being cheap no more in the earth. But they didn't consider back then. They damn sure not going to consider now. Only a remnant is going to take heed. Adawan Ratazah, we be of that number, man. Hey, so keep watching, keep praying, keep fasting, putting on as the elect. We're close, man. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. We're close, man. Salvation is nigh. Victory is nigh. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.